Hey y'all, I'm getting ready to fish this little community pond here. I'm gonna check it out, see if we can get some green sunfish, some bluegill. There's also trout in here. There's channel cats. And occasionally there's a largemouth bass, and they stock it with white bass as well. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna try my little ultralight rod and see what we can get. It's a bluegill, y'all. Yeah. A little turd, I'm trying to save your life, so relax. Ow. Ooh, we got a big one there. Look at that, y'all. That's the size of my hand. He's pretty big. Come here, buddy. That's a nice one right there. That's almost an eating size bluegill right there. They're loving this little shrimp jig I put on here. Whoop. Oh no, buddy. They're fun little fish to catch. That's all we're doing out here today right now but they're like, it's hard to see, I don't know if you guys can see, but right in that little crack of that rock, they're in very, very shallow water. Probably because they're up here trying to avoid being eaten by other things, but all I'm doing is going down inside these little cracks and jigging this little thing, and oh, there's another one that hit it right there. They're losing their minds. There's another one. They're all down inside these little cracks. That one's about a third of the size of the last one, but they're ambitious little buggers. Gosh. They're like the palm of my hand almost. He swallowed that, holy cow. I caught this another little dink bluegill, and he just swallowed my little shrimp jig like crazy. So we're gonna let him go and catch another one. Whoop, he let himself go. Oh, there's a really pretty one. Little bluegill. Got these little shrimp ice jigs that I'm using for getting down in the cracks for these little bluegill. Tried to hit for some trout and stuff, but we got here late in the day and it's already almost 80 degrees, so the bluegill are really all that's wanting to go on right now, but they're fun. It's another little bluegill there. Pretty little fish. This one's shaped a little bit differently, so I wonder if it's a hybrid of some kind, but it might just be that it's small in general. It's one after another with these little ones. I can't tell. I don't know how to if these are gender, or you know how you tell the sex on these, but that one looks pregnant. It's so fat, but maybe they're just eating really well. A lot of bugs out right now. Woohoo! This is a lot of fun. They're just all over inside these rocks on this little tiny shrimp jig that was for ice fishing, but obviously lots of things can be used for other things. So I just get down in these little cracks and start bouncing it around a little bit. Got to be careful because they like to take your line and swim up between two other rocks, but this is only 2-pound test. He just went after it right there. Oh, went after it again. There he goes. Oh, missed him. I'm missing about 2 or 3 for every 2 or 3 I'm catching, but so I guess 50%. But oh, there's a hit right there. So they're all over inside these rocks. Oh, I don't know what that was. It looked like a little baby catfish, but oh, that big one just went after it. Oh, he was just, I just barely missed him. He wants that bad. They're hungry, feisty little buggers. I don't know if he'll take it again now, because I think he saw me when I went to pull him up out of the water, but. Oh, there you go. That's not the same one, but the other one was quite a bit bigger, but they are fun little fish. These are used a lot by people for cut bait and bait fish here too. But I don't need to do that today. A lot of big carp we've been seeing this morning, and I've caught, in this pond, I've caught trout, and I've caught white bass and wiper, and some nice channel cats. This is our first time out here this season. Ooh, look how pretty these are. There's another really pretty little bluegill. There's just a whole mess of them in here. They're bigger than last year, so obviously some of them survived the winter, but see if we can catch y'all another one to see. Y'all, look at this trophy-sized bluegill right here. Obviously I'm being sarcastic. He slammed that hard. It's a cute little bugger. We're gonna let it go back and get bigger for next year. Whoop. Be careful, buddy. I don't want to throw him out there too far because his predators in here will sloop him up. Another very pretty little bluegill. Get the sunlight on it so y'all can see the colors in that one. These are really healthy looking little fish. See if we can entice another one. Here's a little bigger one. Got these fat, look how fat that is. A fat little bluegill on this little shrimp jig. And I'm just using a little Shakespeare micro series with just a little reel that comes with it. This is 2-pound test. These are fat little fish. I don't know what they're eating in here besides my jig, but they're fat. I don't know if they're pregnant. I don't know what size these guys breed at, but they're biting this little jig like kick crazy. So Hunter just caught this big female crawdad. She's got a ton of eggs in here. I don't know if you guys can see all those. Bring her closer, please. Those are all going to be baby crawdads potentially at some point. I just found one that was stuck in partway in a beer can and took it out. It was almost dead. So we'll have a whole bunch more crawdads in here soon, or somewhere, wherever they end up hatching out. This water goes out for the most part in the winter time, so. I caught that on the cheese power, the salmon egg power bait. Did you swallow it all the way?
Not all the way.
So Hunter's trying to get ready to get the hook out of this catfish. Truthfully, I had my line out, wasn't paying attention. I had some salmon egg power bait on there, and he's trying to get the hook out right now. The thing swallowed it down real good, but gentleman down from us caught one, and then Hunter's getting bites on hot dogs, so we'll throw that back out with some hot dog. But he took the power bait, no problem. So that's a little channel cat.
The honor of putting him back.
It's not a monster channel cat by any means, but it's a channel cat nonetheless. So.
Even though I reeled him in for it.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
You want to bait that up for me and throw it? No, just try a hot dog now. So they get a lot bigger in here. I've caught them much bigger than this, but 5 and 6 pounders. Bye, bud. Here's another little tiny guy. It's been a long time. It's getting pretty hot, and the bites dropped off quite a bit. I may go in a minute here and just try and fish only cats, but that's one more for a little while. Another little bluegill. They're getting smaller, but they're fun and they're pretty. Whoop! He's free. Holy crap, look how pretty that one is. There's another one. This one's bigger, really pretty dark one. I'm seeing them, but they're definitely fewer and far between letting me try and catch them, that's for. There's another one. These are about the same size. I wonder if they're a little breeding pair down there. but they're sure pretty little fish. With the sunlight on there, there's purples and blues and greens, oranges. Let's get it back in. It's kind of a pocket of them sitting here. And another one. I don't know how many that is now. A jillion. And a jillion's a lot. Pretty little bluegill. They're all in that hole. Here's another one, y'all. I'm gonna have to go get some forceps to get the hook out of this one. They're starting to, the bite's on again for some reason. They seem to not mind the heat as much for the moment, so. There's another one. Green sunfish. Swallowed it nice and deep. Let's get up here and get this out of him. Shit, maybe I'll show you guys a big crawdad here in a second too. There's a great big one down here. These females are full of eggs, these female crawdads. This one's hooked pretty bad. Through his gill, but hopefully we can recover him here. That seemed to work. Well, here's another one. I can't tell on some of these if they're all bluegill or sunfish, but or green sunfish, I mean. I think they're all sunfish, but it's pretty, huh? They are just all over inside these rocks. It's still pretty hot, so I'm surprised, but I'll take them. And all I'm doing is going out on these edges of these rocks and dinking it around. They come out of the smallest spots that you can imagine. They really wedge themselves in there. Long time. They've been biting like crazy, but hooking them has been the hard part. So another little, I don't know, I think that's a bluegill. We've been catching green sunfish in here too, so he spit it out. What they do is they get under there and then they go underneath the rock, and it makes it really hard to spit it out, take it out of them, take them out of the hole. One is, dude, I've never seen one that blue all over its body before. Here's a really blue green sunfish. I think it's a hybrid, so like a bluegill and a sunfish, but they're starting to bite again. Hunter's starting to have some more luck, catch a couple. Attaboy. That's a nice one too, dude. Yeah, that one's nice. Make sure you show it to the camera over here. So he didn't want to take my advice and use what I'm using for a long time, and now he's got one that's brand new and sharp, and it's catching them like crazy.
That is the biggest green sunfish I've ever caught.
Yep, they're nice. There's a camera right here.
There it is. Dang.
They're nice little boogers.
You know what? I guess I am kind of having fun.
Their guts are so big, I don't know if they're pregnant or just eating good. So I can get this hook out of him. All we're doing is coming in underneath the edges of these rocks. Sometimes what they do is take it back underneath, so when you go to pull it out, it just pops right out of their mouth. But they'll be in little obscure holes too, where you wouldn't think you'd catch them. Like right there, there's one right there. Oh, he's on it. Oh, I lost it. He did that, just what I described. He went under the rock and pinched it off. But at least it's saving my lure, or my jig, so. Ended the day with this whopper. A little, I don't know if it's a green sunfish or a bluegill or a hybrid, but just caught him on, whoops, this split tail jig with a little piece of worm on it. Hey y'all, so we're wrapping it up. We caught some green sunfish, some bluegill, caught a little catfish. Just used a little ice fishing shrimp and some different jigs on here on just a little Shakespeare micro series rod and reel. Just dinking around right on the shoreline, just like a foot or two out, catching those guys in the rocks. Catfish was out a little bit farther. We're just gonna wrap it up now. Thank you guys for joining us, and please like and subscribe. We appreciate having you, and we hope to grow our channel. Have a good day. Okay, bye.